All right, grade 8, welcome to week number 5. No, so we have a new topic today, and I'm hoping you already understand the concepts of work and power. I know. So I am Sir Wawi, your ever curious science buddy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe para lagi kang updated sa mga susunod pa nating videos. All right, let's start. So this week our topic is about kinetic and potential energy. Okay, so last week we discussed work and power. Somehow we discussed how work is explained or how can we consider it a particular situation if it is work. I know. So to understand more about work, syempre, we discussed that work can be considered if the force and displacement is parallel. Ano is parallel with one another? Okay, may mga conditions. There is a force, and then the object has a displacement, dapat kumalaw, and then the two vector quantities is parallel with each other. Okay, so yun yung pinaka factors para makonsider natin na may work. And what about power? Siyempre, power is just a rate of doing work. Kung gaano ba kabilis matapos yung ating work or yung tinatawag nating work. Okay? And this week, we will proceed on kinetic and potential energy. Okay, so for the learning competency, describe how kinetic energy and potential energy happen. Illustrate the transformation of kinetic energy to potential energy and vice versa. Okay, explain that the mechanical energy of an object is the sum of the kinetic energy and the potential energy available to do work. Okay, and for the learning objectives, define kinetic energy and potential energy. Okay, so napakadali lang naman to. We will just describe these two types of energy, kinetic and potential, then differentiate kinetic energy and potential energy. We will provide examples or comparison between these two. Ano, and then identify examples of everyday situations that demonstrate how kinetic energy is being transformed into potential energy or vice versa. Okay, pwede kasing yung energy from potential, pwede siya maging kinetic or from kinetic to potential. Okay? And then, number 4, identify examples of everyday situations that demonstrate how potential this energy is being transformed. Okay, like nabasa ko na pala. Okay? And then, number 5, identify examples of everyday situations that demonstrate mechanical energy. Okay, so yun po yung ating mga objectives for this day. Okay, so hopefully naman so matuto tayo ng maigi. Okay, so maintindihan kung ano ba yung concept ng kinetic and potential energy. Okay, so let's have a short review. Okay, again, what is a motion? Ano ba yung tinatawag nating motion? Grade 8. What is motion? Okay. So when we say motion, it is the change in position of an object. Okay. Pag sinabi nating motion, the change in position. How can you say that an object is in motion when its position changes? Ano? Parang binaliktad lang. When do we say that an object is moving? Parang ganun lang din yung tanong. Okay, an object is moving when it changes its position over time. Okay? And then what does position mean? Ano bang ibig sabihin ng position? Okay, or yung tinatawag nating location of an object. Okay, position refers to the location of an object. Kung, kung saan natin makikita, yun yung position. Let's say, at on the top, okay, pwedeng sa bottom, okay, kung ano yung particular location ng object natin. What is height or elevation? Ano naman yung tinatawag nating height or taas, the elevation in other term? Pag sinabi nating elevation or height, it is how high. Pinag-uusapan nun, how high. Gaano ba kataas an object is above the ground? Gaano kataas yung isang object from the ground? Okay, that's what we call height or elevation. And then, how about mass? What is mass? Okay, mass is the amount of matter in an object. The amount of matter in an object, how tightly packed. O, di ba? Kung gaano ka bigat or okay, what do you call this? Kung gaano kabigat yung isang object. Okay, the amount of matter in an object. So let's have an example. Which is a greater mass? A basketball ball or a ping pong ball? Ano yung mas mabigat dyan? Okay, syempre, ang mas mabigat ay basketball ball. Okay, so a basketball ball has a greater mass than a ping pong ball. Okay, so ang ating mass, pwede natin siyang i-express in grams or in kilograms. Okay, just like what you see in the picture. Okay, sige. Next, what is speed? Okay, ano naman tinatawag nating speed? Speed is how fast. Ito naman yung tinatawag nating how fast an object moves. Kung gaano kabilis. Which object has more energy? A fast-moving object or a slow-moving object? Ano yung mas alin or alin doon ang mas mataas ang energy? Yung fast-moving object or slow-moving object? Correct. Siyempre, a fast-moving object has more energy than a slow-moving object. Mas mataas yung energy nung mabilis compared dun sa slow-moving object. So what is a force? Pag sinabi naman natin force, it's just a review. Correct. It's a push or a pull. Okay. So what can force do to an object? Ano ba yung nagiging effect? Pag tayo nag-a-apply ng force sa isang object, ano yung nagiging effect nun? Ano? So force can make an object move, stop, or change its position. Pwede niyang pagalawin, patigilin, or pabaguhin ng posisyon. Yun yung nagagawa ng force. So if an object can move and can be placed at different heights, can it have energy? Okay, kung ang object ba is um, gumagalaw and then nilagay natin sa different heights or in different elevation, may energy pa din kaya yung object na yun. Let's say yung book, nilagay natin dun sa taas ng cabinet. May energy pa kaya yun? Pagka-place natin doon? Okay, so let's see ano. So if your answer is yes, titingnan natin kung bakit yes. So let's have a short activity. Activity number one, plastic bottle bowling. Okay, so at the end of the activity, you should be able to recall the concept of applied force that causes displacement. Okay, so ito yung mga materials natin. Any plastic or rubber ball, and then 6 empty plastic bottles. So ito yung bowling. Parang nakakita naman kayo ng bowling ano. So place the empty plastic bottle on the table or the floor as shown in the above picture. So roll the plastic or rubber ball to hit the plastic bottles. Observe what happens to the rolling velocity of the ball when you apply a greater or lesser force to it. So magbo-bowling muna tayo ano. Okay, so familiar na naman. So a ball and then a plastic bottle. So let's say na-perform na yung activity. Okay, let's have guide questions. What happens to the velocity of the ball as you apply greater force or lesser force to it? What if ang in-apply mo dun sa ball is less and or greater pag release mo ng ball papunta dun sa mga bottle? Okay, magbabowling. Unahin mo natin yung greater first ano. So there is a greater velocity. Siyempre pag malakas yung in-apply mo na force, mas mabilis yung gulong ng bola. Pero pag less yung in-apply mo na force, edi slow lang din yung bola na kukuha. Ayan. Is there work done on the ball? Okay, why do you say so? May work ba doon pag release mo ng ball? Okay, syempre, yes. Ano? Because there is work done in the ball. Kasi yung force is pa-forward and then yung direction din ng ball is forward. So, the force applied to the ball caused a displacement which is in the same direction as the force. Tama, may work done. Next, what can a moving ball do when it hits a plastic bottles? Pag natamaan ng gumagalaw na bola yung mga bottle, ano yung mangyayari? Okay. So the moving ball will cause the bottles to fall. Siyempre, yung mga bottled na nilagay natin doon is matutumba or it will cause the bottles to fall. Okay. So what is in the ball that causes the plastic bottles to move? Ano yung meron dun sa bola na naging reason kung bakit sila natumba? Correct. It's the energy in motion. May energy in motion dun sa bola, kaya natumba yung mga battle. Okay. So, identifying kinetic and potential energy. At the end of the activity, you should be able to determine whether the activity describes potential or kinetic energy. So, dito muna titingnan natin yung idea ninyo kung meron na ba kayong idea about kinetic and potential. Sasabihin ninyo sa akin if the situation is kinetic or potential. Okay. So, holding a baseball bat, hinahawakan mo lang yung baseball bat. Is it kinetic or potential? Correct. It's potential. So, ito naman kasi the bat is at rest and has stored energy. So, ito namang potential na sinasabi natin, okay, energy at rest. Okay, yung mga bagay lang na nakatigil, okay, yun ay may mga taas na potential energy. Yung mga nakatigil lang at rest, ay nahawakan mo lang naman yung bat, hindi naman gumagalaw yung bat. So, potential. Hitting a volleyball over the net. Okay. Napalo ano? So, it's kinetic. Okay. Ito naman yung opposite ng potential. Okay, so the ball is moving. So kinetic energy is an energy in motion. So ito naman lahat ng gumagalaw ay kinetic. Okay, kanina yung potential, lahat ng nakatigil are at rest, potential. Okay, sige. Situation 3, an apple hanging on a tree. Okay, hanging on a tree lang. Walang sinabing nagsiswing yun. An apple hanging on a tree, so it's potential. Ano? Nakatigil lang naman yun, hindi naman sumasa yung mga fruit sa taas. So it's elevated above the ground, okay? And then, elevated, tingnan natin yung word na elevated mamaya. Ano? So next, a roller coaster going down the tracks. Okay, it's kinetic energy rolling down. So gumagalaw, it's moving fast. Okay, and then a stretch bow. Hindi naman ang stretch bow. Okay. Okay, so paghila mo, ano yun, meron gumagalaw ba yun? So it's potential. Ano, energy is stored due to its shape. Next, swinging a baseball bat. O kanina lang holding, ngayon sinuswing mo na. Okay, it's kinetic. Okay, so the bat is in motion. Sitting on the top, at the top of a slide. Umuupo ka sa top ng slide. Okay, it's potential. Okay, it is at high position. So titingnan natin yung elevation, high. Okay. So next activity, okay, activity 3, wordscapes challenge to build vocabulary by forming correct words from jumbled letters using definitions as clues. So meron tayong PowerPoint. Okay, sige. The ability to do work. Okay, correct. It's the energy. So the ability to do work is known as energy. Okay. So change of position, motion. Next, location of an object at any given time. Okay, position. What about energy of motion? Okay, yung gumagalaw ng mga, ito yung isang type ng energy. Ito yung energy na meron sa mga gumagalaw na object. Okay, kinetic. Stored energy due to position. Okay, potential due to... Okay, next. Okay, the sum of kinetic and potential energy. Okay, correct. It's mechanical. Okay, so next activity, activity number 4, understanding potential energy. To explain the concept of potential energy, focusing on gravitational potential energy. Okay, so let's discuss this one. What is potential energy? Okay, so ano ba tinatawag nating potential energy? So potential energy is a stored energy. Actually, there are types of potential energy. Ano? So anong pang sinasabi natin dito? Stored energy. It depends on an object's position or condition. So, since ang potential energy, ito yung energy na meron dun sa mga at rest na object or mga nakatigil lamang. May mga type tayo ng potential. Let's say, elastic potential energy. Okay, ito naman yung mga energy na nag-i-exist dun sa mga object na ini-stretch natin. May effect yung shape. Okay, pag stretch mo, dun sa isang object, pagtaas ng potential or elastic potential energy. Okay. And then, meron din naman tayong type ng potential energy, let's say, position. Ito yung focus natin, position or height. Yun ay gravitational potential energy. Okay. Meron naman tayong type of potential energy which is chemical energy. Ito yung mga energy na nakastored lang. Okay, because of chemicals. Okay, ano? So let's say yung mga molecules na meron sa mga foods natin, okay, then later on ma-absorb ng katawan natin. Ano? Or a battery. Okay, so sige. Next, yun yung sa chemical. Ano? And next, an object has potential energy even if it's not moving. Yes, tama yun. An object has potential energy even if it's not moving. May energy po yung mga object kahit sila'y nakatigil. And tandaan natin, pagtaas ng height or pagtaas ng elevation, pagtaas ng potential energy because of gravity. Okay, so ibig sabihin, let's say, yung bola na same size, nilagay mo sa second floor, yung isa sa third floor, mas mataas yung gravitational potential energy nung nasa third floor kumpara sa second floor. Okay? Next, what is gravitational potential energy? So gravitational potential energy is a stored energy. It is due to an object's position or height. The higher the object, the greater its GPE. Okay, let's say for example dun sa crane. Okay, pagtaas nung height noon, pagtaas ng potential energy. Okay, next. Gravity pulls object toward the Earth. Okay, ito yung definition ng gravity. Kaya tumataas din yung potential energy ng mga object na nakatigil at and because of heights, because of the presence of gravity then. Okay, so a book on a shelf, okay, has an energy, gravitational potential energy because of height. An apple on a tree, okay, so meron siyang gravitational potential energy. Pero let's say you stretch a rubber band. Okay, anong meron doon? Elastic potential energy. Okay. Kumain ka. Okay, so it's chemical energy kasi merong mga nutrients or nakastore doon na ma-absorb ng ating katawan. Okay, so what about the factors? Let's discuss the factors affecting gravitational potential energy. Ano ba yung mga factors na nakakaapekto, okay, dito sa type ng potential energy which is gravitational potential energy. Unahin natin yung mass. Okay, heavier objects have more GP. Tandaan natin, pagbigat ng object, pagtaas ng gravitational potential energy. Okay, the height of the object. Pagtaas ng height ng object or elevation, pagtaas ng potential energy. And then lastly, the gravity. So Earth's gravity pulls object downward. Okay, ito rin yung mga factors na nakakaapekto sa gravitational potential energy. Okay, so when an object falls, okay, gravitational potential energy changes into kinetic energy. Let's say yung apple, from being potential, okay, nakahang sa tree. Pag yun ay nalaglag, yung potential energy, magta-transform siya into kinetic energy. Kasi diga, pag nahulog yung apple, gagalaw yun. So, yung mga gumagalaw na object, yun ay kinetic energy. So, from potential, naging kinetic. Okay. Or yung, let's say, battle. Okay, na-hit mo ng kanina ng bola. Nakatigil lang yung mga battle. Pagka-hit ng bola, okay, sa mga battle, from potential, nakatigil, nung sila'y na-hit, nag-fall, naging kinetic kasi gumalaw. Okay, so to express gravitational potential energy mathematically, use this equation. So ito naman yung ating gagamiting formula to solve gravitational potential energy. So gravitational potential energy is equal to mass, then multiplied by acceleration due to gravity, multiplied by height. So this is the short formula. So GPE is equal to mgh, or mass times acceleration due to gravity times height. And remember, no need to solve the value of gravity kasi yung value ng gravity natin dito sa planet is always constant, which is equivalent to 9.8 meter per second. So kahit mga anak hindi given sa problem, yung value ng gravity is always 9.8 meter per second squared. No need to ask me, sir, ano po ang value ng gravity? Wala po sa problem. It's always 9.8 meter per second squared. Kahit saan tayo pumuntang part ng planet Earth, it's always 9.8 meter per second squared. Hindi yun nagbabago. Okay? Next. So GP is directly proportional to mass of a body and its height. And then the unit for gravitational potential energy is joule. So nasabi natin yung relationship. What is the relation of mass um, and the height to gravitational potential energy? Ang nasabi dyan, directly proportional. What do you mean by the word directly proportional? Pag sinabi nating directly proportional, pagtaas ng mass and height, pagtaas din ng gravitational potential energy. Ibig sabihin nun, same direction sila. Pag tumaas yung isang quantity, tataas yung isang quantity. Directly proportional. Pero sir, what if naman pag yung isang quantity tumaas, tas yung isa naman is pababa, opposite. Pag opposite, inversely proportional. Pero pag same yung kanilang pinuntahan, it's directly proportional. Okay, next. So let's proceed on problem solving. Solving potential energy problems. To apply the formula for potential energy to solve numerical problems. So we also pwede rin natin gamitin yung triangle method for this one. So we have GPE, then sa baba yung MGH. And through triangle method, you can derive other formulas. Okay, di ba yung ating main formula is gravitational potential energy is equal to mass times acceleration due to gravity times height. Pero what if mass yung nandoon or hinahanap? So, ang magiging formula natin is mass is equal to gravitational potential energy over acceleration due to gravity times height. What if height naman yung ating hahanapin? So height is equal to gravitational potential energy over mass times acceleration due to gravity. Yun lamang yung mga formula na gagamitin natin. Ano? So this is mass, this is acceleration due to gravity, and height. Sige, so let's start solving this problem. So a 7 kilogram box is lifted from the garage floor and is placed on the top of a cabinet. If the box gains 150 joule of gravitational potential energy, how high is the shelf? Ang tinatanong, how high? Ibig sabihin height yung tinatanong. Gaano kataas? Okay, yung shelf na pinagpatungan. Okay, ano? So, next, given muna. So, yung ating mass diyan is 7 kilogram. The next one, yung value ng ating gravitational potential energy is 150 joules. And then, of course, kahit wala dyan, gravity or acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meter per second squared. So, ano yung required? Height. Yun yung ano, formula. So, height is equal to gravitational potential energy over mass times acceleration due to gravity. Then solution, substitution tayo. Ano ang value ng gravitational potential energy? 150 joule. Then ano ang value ng mass? 7 kilogram. Ano ang value ng acceleration due to gravity? 9.8. So ang una mo natin gagawin, 7 times 9.8. Okay. 7 times 9.8 is equal to, tingnan natin, pwede kayo ditong gumamit ng calculator. Okay, 7 times 9.8 is equal to 68.6. Okay, so 150 joule divided by 68.6 is equal to 2.18. Pero syempre, laging 2 decimal lang tayo. So, round off natin kasi ang sunod dun sa 8 is 6. So, magiging 2.19. Ano ang unit ng height? Meters. Okay, so 2.19 meters is the height, okay, of the shelf. Ano? Next problem. Okay, a 2 kilogram flower pot is placed on a shelf that is 3 meters high. Calculate the potential energy of the flower pot relative to the floor. Assume the acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meter per second squared. Okay, so given muna, mass 2 kilogram, height is 3 meters, and then gravity, constant naman. Ano yung tinatanong? GPE or potential energy. Ano yung ating formula for potential energy? It's potential energy is equal to mass times acceleration due to gravity times height. Substitute, ano ang value ng mass? 2 kilogram. Ano ang value ng acceleration due to gravity? 9.8. Ano ang value ng height is 3. Okay, so tatimes lang natin dire-diretso yan. 2 times 9.8 times 3 is equal to 58.8 joule. Okay, tama ba? So next, a 0.5 kilogram book is lifted to a height of 1.5 meters. What is the potential energy of the book at this height? Okay, ang tinatanong naman is potential energy again. Okay, so given ang mass ay 0.5 kilogram, ang height is 1.5 meters, then gravity is constant. Ano, 9.8. Ano ang required? Potential energy. Anong formula? MGH, okay, or mass times acceleration due to gravity times height. Substitution, ano ang value ng mass? 0.5. The value of acceleration due to gravity, 9.8. The value of height, 1.5. So 0.5 times 9.8 times 1.5 is equal to 7.3 joule. Okay. Sige. We're done on potential energy. Proceed na tayo sa kinetic energy. To learn about kinetic energy and how it relates to moving objects. Okay, so tingnan natin. What is kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is the energy in motion. So energy in motion. So lahat ng gumagalaw na object is may kinetic energy. Okay. So, an object has kinetic energy when it is moving. Pag gumagalaw, may kinetic energy. The faster an object moves, the greater its kinetic energy. Pagbilis ng object, okay, pagtaas ng kinetic energy. Okay, so factors affecting kinetic energy. So we have mass. Okay, so heavier object have more kinetic energy. Same po sa potential, ano? Pagtaas ng mass ng isang object, pagtaas din ng kinetic energy. And then the velocity. Okay, or speed. Pagbilis ng isang object, pagtaas ng kinetic energy. Okay, so this equation is used to express kinetic energy mathematically. So we have kinetic energy is equal to 1 half, okay, mv squared or mass times velocity squared. Okay, so ito po yung atin where m is the mass of the body and v is its velocity. Okay, ayan. So kinetic energy is directly proportional to its mass and velocity. The unit for kinetic energy is also joule. So directly proportional ulit. So pagtaas ng mass and velocity, pagtaas din ng kinetic energy. Okay, so remember this key concepts. Okay, sabi dyan, if you double the mass, since directly proportional ang relationship, if you double the mass, the kinetic energy of a moving body will also increase twice. Okay, syempre, dalawang beses din tataas yung kinetic energy. Pero pag tumaas ang velocity, let's say, if you double the velocity, the kinetic energy will increase 4 times. Bakit kaya mag-i-increase 4 times ang kinetic energy? Kasi yung velocity sa formula, tingnan ninyo, naka-squared. So, doble. Okay, idodoblehin mo pa ulit. Okay, ano? So, kuha. Ayan. Next, kinetic energy problem solving. So, magsosolve muna tayo. So, a 650 kilogram roller coaster car moves at 19 meter per second. Okay, determine its kinetic energy. Ano yung given? Ano yung value ng mass? It's 650 kilogram. Anong value ng velocity? 19 meter per second. Okay, ano naman ang required? Kinetic energy. So, formula. So, we have kinetic energy is equal to 1 half mv squared. Ano? So, substitution or solution, kinetic energy is equal to 1 half, okay, times 650 kilogram times 19 meter per second squared. Pwede niyong i-convert yung 1 half to 0.5 para hindi kayo mahirapan. Okay, so times lang tayo. Okay, so i-squared muna natin yung 19. 19 times 19 is equal to 361 meter per second. Okay, so times na natin. Tuloy-tuloy na yan. Pwede nyo ituloy-tuloy sa calculator. So, 650 or ito lang pwede nang gawin. 650 times 361 is equal to 234,650 divided by 2. Okay, so the answer is kinetic energy is equal to 117,325 joule. Okay, next. In a circus, the 50-kilogram platform diver had a kinetic energy of 10,000 joule just before hitting the water. Compute her speed just before she splashed into the water. So, speed ang tinatanong. So, ibig sabihin, hindi yun yung formula na gagamitin natin. Ano, magde-derive tayo. So, dito, ito muna yung ating given. Mass is equal to 50 kilogram. Okay, kinetic energy is equivalent to, okay, 10,000 joule. Bakit 2 kA yun? Okay, ayan. So, ito po yung ating kinetic energy. And then required is velocity. For the formula, okay, its velocity is equal to 2 kE over mass. Ito po yung magiging formula natin for velocity. Tatandaan po natin, this formula is derived from the main formula which is kinetic energy is equal to 1 half mv squared. Okay? And then substitution tayo. Okay? Solution, ano yung value natin for kinetic energy? So, 2 times 10,000 joule divided by, ano ang value ng mass? 50 kilogram. Okay, and then 2 times 10, 10,000, 20,000. So, 20,000 divided by 50 is equal to 400. So, hindi pa tapos. The square root of 400 is, okay, 20. Okay, unit, don't forget, 20 meter per second. Okay, activity number 8, energy in motion. Ball of a roll, ball rolling activity. So to observe and understand the transformation between potential and kinetic energy. So meron ako ditong illustration. Okay, a ball is allowed to roll from a basin. The graph below shows the path of the ball when it rolled from point A to G. So titingnan natin from point A to G. paano nag-transform yung potential to kinetic. So, doon sa point A, at rest yung ball. Nakatigil pa, pero mataas yung posisyon. Okay, so titingnan natin kung paano siya magta-transform from potential to kinetic. Nag-transform siya to kinetic nung gumulong na yung bola. So these are the questions. At which point does the ball has its maximum kinetic energy? Alin daw dun sa point na yan yung may pinakamataas na kinetic energy? Correct. It's letter D. Nung nasa letter D siya, napakataas ng kanyang kinetic energy. Okay. At which point does the ball has its maximum potential? Mas mataas ang potential. Siyempre, point A. Kung sino yung pinakamataas, yun yung kanyang up. Kung ano yung mataas na height, doon mataas ang potential energy. Okay. At which point does the ball has its least potential naman? Pinakamababa. Okay, syempre letter D kung saan yung pinakamababa naman ano. So at which point does the ball has the least kinetic energy? Least kinetic. So point A kasi mataas ang potential din ano. At which point does the ball has just a little kinetic energy than A? Little kinetic energy than A. Syempre point G. Tingnan niyo yung ano. Okay, little. Okay, so konti lang yung lamang nung sa G. Which letter shows the ball when it has just a little more potential? Little more potential. Point F. Okay, little more potential than letter C. Letter C, mas laki ng konti compare sa C ang potential. So, hindi naman pwedeng B kasi little lang ang sabi. So, it's letter F. So, which letter shows the ball when it has just a little less potential energy than letter C? Okay, little less, mas mababa naman ng kaunti. Point E. Okay, mas mababa ng kaunti. Next, which letter shows the ball when it's just a little less kinetic? Little less kinetic energy than letter T. Hindi naman pwedeng point C. Ito yung pinakamataas, di ka? Ano yung may little less, mas mababa ng konti. Hindi naman pwedeng C kasi mas mababa siya. Okay, it's letter E. Which letter shows the ball when it has just a little more kinetic energy than letter G? Okay, syempre it's letter P, little more kinetic energy. So, ayan. Next. So, relationship between kinetic and potential energy. So, remember, kinetic and potential energy are interrelated. Ano? With potential energy converting into kinetic energy and vice versa. For instance, when a ball is released from a height, its potential energy converts into kinetic energy as it falls and gains speed. This conversion highlights the dynamic relationship between these two forms of energy. Okay, so next, activity number 9, understanding mechanical energy through problem solving. Okay, so what is a mechanical energy? So when we say mechanical energy, it is the total energy of an object. Total energy of an object. So ibig sabihin, it is the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. So objects can have mechanical energy even if they are moving or at rest. Pwede siyang may mechanical kahit siya'y gumagalaw or nakatigil. So let's say we have a situation. Mr. Lee Bin Fardest, an American bicycle rider, made a record of one of his longest downhill rides as he glided down a hill using his bicycle. The diagram below shows his motion along the path and the corresponding values of kinetic energy and potential energy at different points during the ride. So, the formula for mechanical energy is very simple. Mag-a-add lang tayo. Mechanical energy is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. So, ME is equal to KE plus PE. Magpa-plus lang kayo dyan. So, calculate the value of mechanical energy at a height of 100 meter. So, 100 meter from this point to that point. Okay, so substitution lang. Anong value ng kinetic? 0. Anong value ng potential? 50,000 joules. So 0 plus 50,000 joule is equal to 50,000 joules. So in 100 meter, ang mechanical energy niya ay 50,000 joule. Calculate the value of mechanical energy at a height of 60 meter. Ito naman yung 60 meter. So, ang kinetic 20,000, potential is 30,000. So, pag-add lang natin, 20,000 plus 30,000 is equal to 50,000. So, ang mechanical energy ng point na to, so 60 meter is 50,000 joule. 30 meters, ito naman yung 30 meters. Okay, 35,000 yung kinetic and 15,000 yung potential. So 30,000, 35,000, okay, times, okay, correct natin, 35,000 times 15 is equal to 50,000 joule. Okay, so 50,000 joule. Ayan. Next, so at 0 meter naman, 0 meter. So at 0 meter, ang kinetic niya ay 50,000 and then ang potential is 0. So 50 times plus 0 is equal to 50,000 joule. Ayan. So what happens the potential energy as he goes down the hill? Paano nangyayari sa potential energy habang pababa ng hill? Correct. The potential energy decreases. Napansin niyo yun? What can you infer about the mechanical energy at all points of the travel? Correct. The mechanical energy at all points is constant. Lahat 50,000. Okay, napansin nyo from 100 meters, 60 meters, 30 meters, and 0. So, 50,000 yung mechanical energy. Okay. So, sige, formative assessment. So, this assessment evaluates the learning of the topics discussed. Match the type of energy to the illustration. Write the letter of your answer in the blank provided. So, tumatakbo. Siya ay, correct, kinetic. Roller coaster at the top. Okay, it's potential or gravitational potential energy. A string, yung hihilahin. Correct, elastic energy or elastic potential. How about yung kumakain ka? Correct, chemical. Kasi may mga stored chemicals or dun sa food. Next, classify the following as a type of potential energy or kinetic energy. Use the letters K for kinetic energy or P for potential energy. A bowling ball rolling down the alley. Correct, kinetic. An archer with his bow drawn. Hinila yung bow, pero hindi pa nare-release. Okay, it's potential energy. Sitting at the top of a tree. Okay, it's potential. A volleyball player spiking a ball. Kinetic. The wind blowing your hair. Kinetic. The chemical bonds in sugar. It's potential. Ano? Okay, so hopefully you learned something for today. And thank you so much. We're done on week number 5.